When I look inside the mirror, see the greatest of all time. The go. When I look inside the mirror, see the greatest of all time. The go. G-O-A-T, yeah, that's me. G-O-A-T, yeah, that's me. G-O-A-T, yeah, that's me. The go.
Hey, what's up? You're rocking with the one and only D-Man. This is Motivational Monday, and today I'm just here to say, get out your own way. Now, a lot of us, including me, sometimes we can be in our own way. We want to make progress, we want to go further, but in some type of way, the past is calling us back. Our old ways want us to come back and visit. It wants us to come back around and do what we used to do. They used to give us some type of high or make us feel good in that temporary moment. And it's hard. We're human beings. We battle with these things, but I'm just here to say we have to learn how to get out of our own way, because sometimes we are the people that's blocking ourselves from our blessings. We have beautiful things in front of us. We can acquire and attract so much more to our life, but sometimes we don't see that. Sometimes we don't believe that we deserve that. Sometimes we feel like, man, it's too good to be true. And we hold ourselves back by dealing or doing things that do not equate to what we're supposed to be. But we're human beings. We make mistakes. Don't get it twisted. We make mistakes. But I feel like at the end of the day, do not stop yourself from your own blessings, because in the process of you being in the way of better that God may have in store for you, or the universe wants to open up to you, you're allowing the past, you're allowing those things that you used to do to hold you back or stop you from making progress or moving forward. Or people, habits that we've had, we allow them to come back and block us. It happens to me. It's a struggle. And these are certain things that I've put aside for years, or I've put aside for some time, and I'm trying to improve on. But in some type of way, when you make progress, these things come back to your face like, These things challenge you, but you have to learn how to say no and keep on moving. It's hard. Sometimes we will fall. Sometimes we will make those mistakes. But we have to really reason it out and continue to move no matter what. We have to continue making progress. We have to put those things aside and focus on what really matters, your purpose. The people who appreciate you, the people who care. Some of us are holding on to old relationships. Some of us are holding on to old friends. Some of us are holding on to activities that we used to do, certain habits that aren't good for us. And these things are the reason why we're not making any progress to the next level. We're not going forward. And there are beautiful things that await us once we let those things go. Because at the end of the day, we see that there's nothing in those things. That's why we try to leave them. That's why we have left them. But they will call you. They will try to come back in your life, and they will arise as a test to challenge you and shake you and throw you off. So we have to remain encouraged and stay positive and make up our minds not to go back, no matter how hard it is, because it is hard. It's very hard. Sometimes we'll see ourselves going back. Sometimes we have beautiful things come our way and we're like, man, I don't know. Some of us are used to being treated bad by partners or in relationships, and then when we have something good in front of us, we don't know how to handle it. We're like, what is this? This is weird. That's what certain women go through, and guys too. A girl might have a guy that plays with her, takes advantage of her, talks down on her, makes her feel like trash, doesn't treat her how she's supposed to be treated. So when the good guy comes, and he's there in front of her, and he's treating her good and trying to be there for her, she takes it for granted. She doesn't understand it. She can't comprehend it because that's not what she's used to. And she downs that guy and goes back to the people that don't treat her good. Or a guy might, have the same issue. Females probably cheated on him, played with him, treated him bad. And then when he finally meets one that's very good and exceptional, he doesn't understand it because he's not used to that. And sometimes it can be like, that's not your fault. But learning how to embrace it and understand it is what's key. Learning how to realize that and know what you really want. Sit down and think, do I want this or do I want that? And when you start to process these things, it will let you know. We have to move forward. And it's hard, man. It's very hard. But you really have to analyze and ask yourself what you want, because nobody can give you what you want but yourself as you work hard towards it. Nobody is really giving me any handout and said, hey, that's how you do it. Huh? No, I've had to go out here and get it. And in the process, I still fall, bruise myself, and I get back up. As I try to make progress, there are times whereby there's thoughts in my mind that tells me, hey man, let's go do that. Go do this. Go backwards, man, come on. But it's just like, if I've made up my mind and I've stopped these things for so long, why now? Because you're starting to make that breakthrough. So things become harder. The world is trying to give you something beautiful, but we're looking back. Like, I want to go over there, but over here is more promising. So we have to make up our minds and get out of our own way and put things that don't matter. We block our blessings. We have beautiful things coming our way, beautiful people in our life, new opportunities, but we want to mess that up because we want to go backwards. We want to feel good. We want to satisfy that itch. We want to satisfy our body, our minds. We just want that quick satisfaction. And it's hard. It's hard. But learning how to put those things behind and know that there's nothing in things that don't really have value or things that aren't beneficial to you can help you move forward. Understand what you want, know what you want, and go for it. Be about it, represent that, live by that. We will have our challenges. It's never going to be easy. Oh, you're making all this progress. Oh, you're going forward. Oh my gosh, you're just going to continue to go forward. And there's not going to be any obstacle in your way. Obstacles will arise. And sometimes we are that obstacle. But being strong, making up our mind, being disciplined, and not looking back is the way forward. Only as reference, but continue going forward. That's how you will acquire the blessings that are supposed to come towards your life. But when we dibble and dabble and we're trying to like have one foot here, another foot here, it's hard. No, we'll fall. Because one with this foot over here, it's going this way. And this foot over here, we're trying to go that way. So it's an imbalance. We're stuck. We'll lose track. Can't keep up. These are two different paths. So make up your mind and know what you want. And if you do go backwards, get up out of that and focus. Believe. Sometimes, we've been, through certain situations that aren't good. And when we start to feel a particular way or we see patterns, we doubt. We question. I'm at a place whereby now I'm understanding. If I'm being good and somebody wants to play me off being good, they're going to face their own judgment. They're going to face their own wrath. If someone is being good to me and I'm trying to play them, I'll face my own judgment and I'll face my own wrath because, I'm giving something that wasn't given to me. And in some type of way, it will come back. And that's real. It's real. But learning that and understanding that and putting those things into practice are key. And that's what can help you move forward. So please, let's not get in our own way. Let's elevate and go forward and receive the better blessings that await us. We are looking onto the things that don't really matter. Things that there's nothing inside of. Things that have empty promises. We're going to that and foregoing the things that are full of promise. The things that are full of standing and worth. And we can see it, but sometimes we don't believe it. So let's move forward and let's get out of our own way and make the progress we need to make. If you like what I'm talking about, I got more on the way. Hey, if you like what I'm doing, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification bells to see more content that I drop on a daily basis. Also, if you have any suggestions or advice for me to improve my content or topics to speak about, make sure you email me at ngns1ent@gmail.com. Thanks for your time and continue watching. D-Man!